Welcome to the future.
Hey guys, it's Mike Garrick bringing you more Warrior 5, the top 5% of the people who think, eat, and move with a purpose. Tonight we're here at the DC Skills and Fitness, and we're going to be talking about two fundamental types of cardio, HIIT and LISS. Now within that context, we're also going to be talking about heart rate training. What do I mean by that? What I mean is we're going to be talking about how to use a heart rate monitor for accountability purposes. Extremely effective tool. Now HIIT versus LISS. There's a lot of controversy back and forth. What's better? You know what? What we're going to talk about is how to use both to your benefit. So what is HIIT? HIIT is high intensity interval training. So it's high intensity bouts of exercise followed by periods of rest. Now this is usually at ratios of a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, or 1-to-3. For example, a 1-to-3 ratio would be 20 seconds of high intensity exercise with 60 seconds of rest. Now LISS, on the other hand, low intensity steady state, is exactly what it says. It's lower intensity and it's steady state. So you would get your heart rate up to a specific point, generally in the 130, 140 range, about the 70% of your max heart rate, and you would keep it there for a longer period of time. Now they both have their advantages and disadvantages. HIIT takes a lot of energy, expends a lot of calories, uses a lot of muscles, generally is very explosive, but you can't keep it up for that long. Now LISS is just the exact opposite of that. It's lower intensity, doesn't burn as many calories, and you can actually go for longer periods of time. So as you can see, both have their advantages and disadvantages. How so? Now in general, HIIT is considered to be more effective than LISS, but let's say that you're actually working out 5 to 7 times a week, and maybe you're doing cardio 3 to 5 times on top of that. So instead of doing HIIT every single one of those times, you might not have the energy to do HIIT every one of those times, so LISS may be more appropriate. Now whether you choose LISS or you choose HIIT, don't get caught up in the either or game. You want to use both to your advantage. So now that we know what HIIT and LISS is, let me show you this chart and I'm going to explain how you actually get into those zones. Okay, now go ahead and take a look at this chart. This is your heart rate zone training chart. So if you look at the very top, and you can see this arrow going from left to right. Follow it over until it says 35. This is your age. Let's just use 35 as an example. If you draw a straight line all the way down to your warm-up zone, the very bottom in the yellow, you'll notice there's a 93 at the bottom. So what this means is that your warm-up zone is in between 93 and 111 heartbeats per minute. Then when you move into your fat burning zone, it's 111 to 130. And then you're in your aerobic to your cardio fitness zone, which is 130 to 148. And then you move into your anaerobic or hardcore weights zone, which is 148 to 167. And you move up into your red line, your maximum effort, your HIIT or your VO2 max, which is 167 to 185. That's for age 35. So what you would do is you go across this chart here and you would find your age and you would just drop down. And then you'd be able to find this sliding scale of heart rates for each one of these zones. It's pretty self-explanatory as far as where you want to spend some time. So if you're going to be doing LISS, you're going to be up in the aerobic cardio fitness zone, generally at about 70% of your max heart rate. So if you look at the left of this chart and it says effort heart rate percentage and you drop down, it actually gives you a percentage for each zone. So LISS is steady state cardio and it's generally around 70% or in between 70 and 80%. When you do HIIT, you're going to be down at a warm-up or fat burning level, and then you're going to spike up into possibly your maximum effort or your HIIT zone. You don't want to spend a lot of time in this zone. You want to spike up into this zone and then drop back down out of it. This is why it's called high intensity. Now that you know the difference between HIIT and LISS cardio, here's some exercises that you can do in either a HIIT or LISS fashion. Listen guys, cardio doesn't have to suck, but when you combine cardio with a solid diet and a consistent lifting routine, you have the 1, 2, 3 knockout combo for the rest of your life. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and join the top 5%. I'm Mike Garrick, helping you think, eat, and move with a purpose.
Welcome to the future.